What's up? What's up? What's up? Another fun episode.
Yeah.
Herman Rodg After Dark. We got a celebrity with us in the house tonight. The hoops we had to jump through to get this man on the show, folks. We had to talk to his agent.
We had to make a lot of phone calls.
Agent.
Yes.
Hey, listen, man. I cleared my whole schedule for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
we appreciate it, man. We know we got about 8 or 9 minutes with you because you're a busy person. So we'll make it.
I mean, bro, that NIL fee was out the
man.
Hey, man,
I coming up with 10 references. I barely know 10 people. 10 references was tough.
I told my agent, man, those my dollars. So we're going to cut them a deal. You know, we're going to cut them a deal, okay?
We appreciate it. We appreciate it, man. Yes, y'all know what we're talking about tonight. We have a couple recruiting things we want to talk about. Look around the SEC a little bit. Almost got a top 5 list for us that he's going to bring to us. His favorite Alabama player. He was mad at us for making him narrow this one down.
Before we get to that topic, I'm just going to say, y'all, they set me up, okay? they set me up. So, hey, before y'all see my list, please don't get mad at me, okay? They set me up, man.
Oh, Alabama fans get mad at the top 5 list? Never, right?
Yeah, no.
For sure.
No. And I already see some people in there saying it. Please hit that like and subscribe button for us. Yeah. We on our way we really want to get to 500, but we got to get past that speed bump that's 400 first.
Yeah.
Help us out, like and subscribe here. And also on TikTok, where we've got a TikTok live coming up right after this with this group, plus some more from the Bama Standard. So it's going to be a fun night for us, for sure.
Yes.
So, appreciate it. All right, let's say hello to everybody real quick before we get into the first one. Zach, the first one on the board tonight. What's up, Zach? Appreciate you.
Zach, thank you for joining us.
How you doing, bro?
Wrestling Diva. What's up, Lady Alpha?
Lady Alpha, thank you for
first podcast to drop. We've seen the update, so ready to go. The other part of the Alpha Pools, Cat in the house. What's up?
How you doing?
Roll time. Cat, we always appreciate
it. Cat.
Introducing him to Top Gun. Okay. That's a blast. Are y'all gonna do both of them back to back? Or are we gonna start off?
Well, they actually, I forgot what channel it was on, but they showed Maverick first, and now Top Gun is on right now. I forgot what channel it's on.
I still have never seen Maverick.
You haven't?
Yeah.
Y'all missing a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Yeah. That's worth it.
I've heard good things. But it's like 20 years after the first one. That's tough for me.
Yeah, but it's. I'm sure it's streaming somewhere, so you got to catch it though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you know what's not tough though.
Oh,
roll Tide, everybody.
Hold on.
Domo said he got his good water today, baby.
Oh yeah.
Roger, are you behind?
Yes, I am. My bad.
Popcorn. I guess it's probably been answered here.
Roll Tide, gentlemen.
Roll Tide, everybody. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. How y'all doing?
Hey, Watt, roll Tide to you, buddy. Appreciate you jumping in.
Thank you for joining us.
Sped.
What's up, bro?
The star of the Running Wrestling Podcast, him and Big Mike every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Well, I'm sorry, now 6 p.m. Central. They moved it up. We're actually going to be on with those guys next Friday.
Okay.
I want to say maybe 8. I don't know if we locked down the time, but it's going to talk about SummerSlam. So that'll be a fun time, too, as well. Randy. Georgia Bulldogs podcast.
Randy, thank you for joining.
Lock in with something. It's a good guy to know right here. Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central. And then they all do the Power Hours will be coming up. One of my favorite shows to watch. Thursday, 6 p.m. Central. So another good guy. So popcorn with M&M's, chocolate. So basically, you just throw everything together and call it trash popcorn. I'm down. I like. You had me.
That's not a little bit too sweet for me, though. You know, that's too much sugar for me right there. But hey.
That's a heck of a mixture right there.
That's gonna be tough to put down right there, man. For real.
Yes, sir. Yes, that's one of them. I'll eat the whole thing before the movie starts. Really. Jay Bake has made what's up
in the building.
Yes, sir. We trying to get there to 500, man. We crawling along, but
we'll get there. We'll get there.
I don't know why, but I like that commercial, man. I don't know. It just it makes me laugh. I think
I saw a dude the other morning when I went to grab some bagels or something. And I was wearing my Bama gear, and he goes up to me, goes, "High tide." I was like, I get it. He said, "Man, do you get that a lot?" I said, "I get it every once in a while, man." But it's funny. It's funny to me.
First time watching Maverick because they're gonna watch Maverick right off his bed. Said he hadn't seen either one. Man, Top Gun was good back in the day. I've heard nothing but good things about Maverick. So
yeah.
definitely have to check it out sometime. All right, man. We'll get into the first little bit of topic. I guess we'll work our way backwards. We had two recruits really this week, right? The last one seemed like nobody was even talking about it. Yeah. Nobody was prepared for it. Bear Fretwell, flipping from Georgia Tech. Last person we got from Georgia Tech did really well for us, so we're hoping for big things. No relation is my understanding. But Domo, I'll start with you. Did you see this? Was there any inkling on your radar that it's something that was even coming down the pipe when this happened?
No, I actually didn't. I thought that when he committed back in June, I thought he was actually going to stick with, Tech. But as we know, it's a new era of college football, so anything can happen. So, he definitely did surprise me with that one. And I said, Bear, we heard that name somewhere before, right?
It's going to be good stuff from him.
Right.
Stuff. And then when I saw his size, 6'7", over 300 pounds, I'm like, okay, we could work with that. We could do something like that.
Yeah, this staff is putting a real emphasis on size up front. So I'm not mad at that at all.
And something like Way Outside had done a video about it because everybody's talking about August 1st and what's happening and putting classes together. The fact that they still pursued him for the flip, even at a 3-star, and we've read a couple of things about it. A little bit of a project, things he has to develop. That just tells me how highly they think of him if they're going to add him to this class. When we're not adding a whole lot of people. We're not throwing a whole lot of numbers out there.
Yeah.
And Raj, you had a video about it this week, right? Do you have anything to add as far as what that happened with him?
Well, as far as the flip, no. Again, it was something that I didn't see coming too. I think he was ranked as a 3-star
that
right
video
now.
You had with your shiny head out there.
Yeah, man. I was on my lunch break. I had to get it in right quick. But as far as his size, like I said, I think
you had to do what real quick?
I had to get the video in.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Rod's been killing it over there. Rod's doing his thing over there, bro.
I appreciate it.
I can't hate over him.
I appreciate it, but no, it looks like somebody, like Herb said, it might be a project, somebody we could work with, but it just looks like he's got some good size, good talent, good skill, good length, and we're definitely gonna be happy to have him at the capstone. Again, I don't know as far as playing time right away. We got a loaded class coming in 2026 already, but as long as he stays with the program and and works out with the University of Alabama, I think good things for him to come in the future. So looking forward to it. And plus, I think his ranking was a 3-star right now, but as long as he can get that Bama bump, that'll definitely help us out even more in the recruiting ranking. So bump him up to 4-star if necessary. But we take 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter. We take them all.
Right. Yep. And AWAT said this. Yep. And Rodg and I actually did a whole segment one of these Saturday nights on 3 stars, man. We don't. First off, we don't pay that much attention to rankings. That if you think the guy is good enough to go get, I believe in the coaching staffs for it. And then like Rodg said, there's always going to be a bump and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But what do you think, Domo? You put a whole lot of stock in stars, or you just if he's on the team, he's on the team?
Honestly, no. If stars personally don't matter to me because if you can play, you know what I'm saying, you gonna play. If Bama is trying to flip you, then obviously you can play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, we've seen some 3-stars come out and be better than 5-stars. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Josh Jacobs, was a 3-star. He went almost. See what I'm saying? So we've seen plenty of 3-stars or whatever come to Alabama and just be as good as the rating. So I don't really put to me no stock.
I feel like the star ranking just helps overall for bragging rights and telling people that your recruiting class is better than somebody else's recruiting class. You could get 4 and 5-stars in here and they don't pan out. And it's not just Alabama, it's that other school. Their ranking out of high school doesn't do them any justice. They might get to a school, they might not have any work ethic. They don't want to put a lot of effort in, or maybe they get home, whatever the case may be, things just may not pan out. And then to Domo's point, you might see 2 or 3-stars, whatever, come in and they actually work out because they stay with the program, they put in the work, and then they go on to have good careers. So
I agree, and I think they're making good points in there. He's talking about the line coach, but we had you. Well, I think you made a good point about that. And Jay Bate coming to Pancake, I think that. They like the tape on him. That was Dan, our recruiting guy at Bama Standard, had text some stuff about it, but they liked his tape and what he put together. And like you said, like Domo in there said, the fact that they wanted to go flip him, that's enough for me. I'm happy to have him on the team. So, I forgot to do a good job. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. Good points. So, and then earlier in the week, Tate and Kawhi. I'm sorry if I messed up your last name. Another 3-star QB, good size though, 6'5", 235.
Yeah.
That's a defensive end right there, bro. So,
I know you know what I'm saying.
That's a defensive end right there. Yeah, defensive end right there.
Yeah. I think he's probably like, chicks dig the quarterbacks over the defensive end. So let me go get that quarterback money. So what y'all think about that signing? And then I guess the second question to it will be, what do you think the quarterback room is going to look like a year from now?
That's what I was going to say. I think that adding Kawhi in there is going to actually give us more depth to that 2026 class. A lot of this, like, we don't know what Ty Simpson is going to do after this year. If he has a good season, there's a possibility. If he wants to come back, of course, we'll welcome him back with open arms. But if he wants to leave, then you have Keelan Russell. Excuse me, you got Austin Mack.
Wait. If Ty wants to come back, will they welcome? Will open? Look at Domo like, hey!
And you know what? I'm glad, Herb. I'm glad you said that. Because this is a good talking point. This is a really good talking point.
I said, listen. After this season, Ty does have another year. You know what I'm saying?
See?
So if he comes back, and Jet and Tatum stay with Alabama, that's going to be one crazy of a quarterback.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Those battles are going to get very interesting. So it would be crazy to see if Ty came back and how that room would pan out. So
let me ask y'all this, based on what Herb said. If Ty has a good season, let's just say we have a good season, we make it to the playoffs, we don't win a national championship. Would Ty be welcome back?
Don't want to talk about it then.
I know. I'm throwing it out there. Hey, I'm throwing it out there for engagement. I'm just throwing it out there. Would Bama Nation welcome him back with open arms, or do you think people would want to move on?
I think it would depend on what type of season he has.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, say he has like a dominant season, you know what I'm saying? We get to the playoff and we just come up like a play short, you know what I'm saying? I think he moves on. But if he kind of has like a mediocre season and doesn't live up to what we think he's going to be, I think he could, make his way back,
Yeah.
So,
Herb?
It really depends on your definition of like a good season. If we get into the playoffs, right? But like, let's say it's a Nico type of situation, get to the playoffs. Like they got there because of running game and defense, and Ty didn't do anything. And let's say in a couple of those garbage games, Keanu Russell has a couple throws that make you go, "Ooh."
Yep.
I think everybody's going to be ready to let him go. So
I agree.
I just don't see Ty Simpson as the quarterback of Alabama next year. It's just hard for me to see that.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think Keelan is the guy next year. Yeah. But if he does come back, could you guys see a transfer? I'm not gonna ask you who.
Yeah,
gotta be.
But could you see a transfer?
Yeah.
Could you see
I would think off the top of my head, maybe Austin Mack, because I mean,
he said you didn't have to name names, Raj.
I got you. I'm looking off the top of my head.
Got that man out the door.
I'm thinking Austin Mack is like, look,
he said it.
Austin Mack may not want to wait another year. He might say, you know what, I'm good. Now the guys coming in for 2026, they might say, you know what, I just got here. I have a fighting chance like everybody else.
There's two in that class right now.
Jet Tamala and then Tatum, yeah. So they might say, you know what, I'm gonna stick around. I'm gonna stick around for a little bit.
They both can play too.
Yeah. You got some people that got some thoughts on it. Simpson, Mack, Russell. I don't know if I mean, in this day and age, for Russell to sit 2 years, that's tough. And if it went exactly like this and Mack was a starter next year, you got to lose Russell and you got to lose one of the new guys for sure. Because they're like, wait a minute, the guy who y'all thought has to wait a year too. So no, I don't think so.
And plus, I don't think Keelan is going to sit for 2 years.
I don't think so either.
Maybe this year now, okay, because Ty Simpson has been here. But if he has to sit next year too, I don't think he's going to do that. At all. So nah.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. What else you got up in here? Yeah, it was a good problem to have back in the day. It's a tougher problem with NIL and transfer portal.
Yeah.
So normally I'd be like, but now it's like that. We always think everybody's got one foot out the door. So it's a tough one. So, I'll pay Ty. J Bay got some money on him there, huh?
Hey, go ahead.
What's up, Big Mike? Mike Sped said that he was carrying y'all show, running wrestling pods. We did hype y'all up early, but Sped was talking a lot of trash. But nah, we love you, Mike, man. Appreciate you. Already hyped up the Thursday and Friday show, but I know you got a bunch of stuff going on for SummerSlam. Feel free to post it and we'll put it out there. So, what's up, Trina?
Hope so. How you doing?
Trina, thank you for joining us.
I know you're still on the mend. I hope all is going well. 1.4 million per year to sit.
Man, I wish they had NIL back when I was in college. I would have tried so hard to be a walk-on kicker or something like that. Man, I would have tried anything. Like, let me just give me a couple hundred.
Yeah. You know what, Rod, bro? I got so much faith in you, bro. I think you would have got that bag, bro.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I think you would have got that. I think you would have got that.
Man, let me just get one good deal in with maybe Zaxby's or somebody, man, and I'll call it a day.
Rod's like, I'm done. I'm done. Rod, you gonna get the field? Nah, bro.
Nah, I'm good.
Hey, I got
I'm good. My pinky hurt. Even though I'm a kicker, I'm gonna tell him my pinky hurts. Nah, I can't do it.
My pinky. Oh, we terrible.
Oh, man.
This is an excellent point.
Yeah.
I thought Mac would transfer after the spring for sure.
Yeah, I did too.
But the fact that he's still here, he must see a path to starting. It's just, it's tough from now. So now look, I don't have eyes on practices. I don't get to see that. All I saw with A-Day game, from A-Day I could tell, Ty was the starter. Keelan Russell has the highest ceiling. The boy's going to be a star one day. Yeah. Mac just looked kind of shaky in the middle. But again, I mean, what are you going to grab from one, That
was a small sample size. So
yeah. I just don't have enough sample. I don't know how he gets there.
Yeah.
I don't know how he gets there.
I think Mac is also faced with a tough decision. You know what I'm saying? Because really you're already what I would say quarterback 3 going into this season. You know what I'm saying? And then let's say Ty does leave, we're already saying that we feel like Keelan Russell is the future of the quarterback position at Alabama. So, let's say you go into like next spring or next fall and you lose that quarterback battle too. Do you really sit for, 2 years in a row and just waste your eligibility? You know what I'm saying? Or do you just hop in the portal and go elsewhere? So, yeah.
And quarterback is that one position where there's just no, you got one opportunity, that's it. I don't ever fault anybody at the quarterback position for transferring, because we've lost a number of them in the last couple of years. Rob, I'm like, look, dude, you waited.
Right.
You tried. It doesn't mean that you're a bad quarterback. It just means maybe the guy in front of you is a little bit better, but there's another starting spot. I can't really – if Mac transfers, I wish him well. I'd be like, look, man, you did what you could.
Yeah.
You stayed here as long as you could. If there's no path to him starting, I feel like he's got to look out for him.
Go ahead. Dude, you got to do – at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Well, I wish. Give me that Jimbo Fisher contract, man.
They came to Jimbo Fisher. They said, listen, we don't want you to be the coach here. We're going to give you – what did they give him for his buyout? Was it like
$75 million?
$75 million. Jimbo was like, so let me get this straight. Time out. Jimbo was like, so you mean to tell me you're going to pay me $75 million to leave? He didn't even clean out his office. If I didn't even clean out my office.
I'd have left everything.
Bro, I'm gonna grab my keys. I'm calling my wife. I said, "Hey, we're going to Greece for about 2 months, and we're good.
Bro,
we're good. We got to worry about anything."
If you paying me $75, I'm giving you the stuff I have on. This guy, here's my shirt. Yes. Here you go.
Here you go. I'll go outside my drawers. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'll leave town tonight. Okay.
Yes,
I will leave town tonight. Right before.
Yep.
I will leave town tonight. You even got to tell me twice, bro.
His wife was probably like, "So wait, you got fired?" Technically, yes, but
kind of.
Hey,
they just paid me to not come to the state.
Yeah. I got fired, but
they gave me a nice little severance.
Yeah. So we good. We got paid for that. We good.
Oh yeah.
$75 million to walk away. You have to be just
walk away.
Just terrible.
As soon as you get 75 out your mouth, I'm out the door already.
Bro, I'm bye.
I'll give you whatever you want though. Hey, look, here's all my notes. Like I said, computer staying over there. Here's all the passwords. Like here's all my scatter reports. Whatever y'all need, call me. I got y'all.
Yeah.
75 million ain't no hard feelings at all.
Definitely, bro. Definitely.
I'll talk good about y'all forever. So, what's up, Brinsky, man? Hope you having a good night, sir.
Shout out to Brinsky, man.
Yeah, you got to stop. You got to stop by here one night, Brinsky.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Raj, this is for you. Kickers are people, Raj.
I know they are. That's true.
See, I
like I said, if they had NIL when I was in school, when Herb and I were in school, I would have tried it. I would have tried. Played soccer in high school. So hey, let me go out here and try. If I can get on and get me a nice little deal to Crystals or Zaxby's or something like that, hey, I'm good. Give me a couple dollars, I'm good.
I love it.
Yeah.
The volleyball scene. Not the same. We're not watching for the same stuff.
No.
We're not watching for the same stuff, but all good. Yep. It's already negotiated. I agree. You watch Trina. And for Williams' sake, we skip. I feel like we get the Top Gun play-by-play.
Oh man!
Please do, everybody. Like I said, we still trying to make our way up the ladder.
Yes.
So
Yeah, we get there.
It. Yup. Kirby talked to yup. Yeah. I agree. Total control. I don't think we've seen Total. What's up? High tide to you as well. We got like several low tides and a couple high tides. So,
yeah.
She said, "What's up?" It's like I'm picking you to walk on water, girl.
I don't blame her.
Hey, I ain't mad at you though. If that was my way to NIL, they're like, Herb, you're not good.
Hey, listen, get to that money by any means necessary.
Yes.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah. So, and I didn't mean to skip over it. Yeah, make a couple. Yeah, I think, especially if you don't think you've got a future.
Yeah.
I think there's gonna be plenty of people out there.
Yep.
A lot of guys are just thinking short term versus long term.
Yeah,
I just don't think it's a development thing. It's how much money can I get tomorrow versus anything else. So I get it. Chinese control the fall games. Yep. So it's interesting with this comment because I feel like this is the same way a lot of people think, and I kind of go with this as well. Notice how we're just skipping Austin Mack in this conversation.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot. Do we feel like the coaching staff is on that same note? I mean, that spells doom for him if Ty struggles and Keon Russell's in. Maybe Austin Mack got to go.
I feel like because I kind of go back to when Tua. You remember when Tua said if he didn't start was it 2018, he was going to go back to USC, go back to the West Coast, something like that.
Yeah.
When you bring in a 5-star guy who somebody who did good at the Elite 11 camp, somebody who's that high and that high heralded guy, you have to give them playing time, especially this day and age. To what Herb said earlier, you have to get them on the field. Yeah. So I'm looking at it as Ty starts, Keelan's number 2, but Keelan will get in some reps throughout the season. Yeah. Depending on how we play Florida State, maybe he gets in that game if it gets pretty bad, early on. But of course he's gonna play game 2 when we play Louisiana Monroe. Hopefully he gets in some reps Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. I don't see him playing against the Georgia game. I think that's going to be a close one. We probably won't get Keelan in that game, but throughout the season, I think Keelan will get those reps as QB number 2, and then Austin Mack.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Raj, Arby's, you all in for your NIL?
I'm all in. You give me an Arby's deal, I'm good.
I ain't gonna lie, Arby's is fire though. Arby's is fire. Arby's is fire.
I told y'all.
Arby's is fire, bro.
I told y'all.
I gotta give them. They surprised me one day, but hey,
I told you. I told you.
Oh my God!
Don't sleep on Arby's.
Well,
hold on.
What's up? We'll get up with you one night, then Brisky.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Go ahead, Raj. What's up?
No, I was just gonna click on what A. Watt just said. Oh, hey, sorry about that. Had to throw that in there right quick. Uh-oh.
Dang, Raj, what button did you press?
I didn't hit nothing. I didn't hit anything.
See, Raj start pressing
Sorry
buttons.
about that. I'm gonna let Herb continue to moderate.
So. I said, man, maybe my first time impression wasn't too good.
No, you're good. You're good.
Raj's a kicker. We're just kicking Sam from Zaxby's. Hey, I'm down with Zaxby's. I'll take that endorsement all day.
Yes.
Raj, we got to get some endorsements or some.
We'll figure it out. Mm-hmm. We'll figure it out.
Yep. Them curly fries, I'm with you.
Yes. Man, them curly fries is banging, bro. They are, bro. Yeah. They banging, bro.
I feel like that's what's keeping them in business. So
listen. if anybody got a question, who's keeping Arby's in business, bro? It's me. I confess, bro.
I'm sorry. Domo and Rodg keeping Arby's in business.
It's us, bro. Yeah. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness! Like I said, I used to be on it when at night when I was working at the airport when I was coming home at midnight, and it's in the same row where we used to stay at. There's a McDonald's on the end and the Taco Bell and Arby's, and if I wanted to get in and get on home, Arby's was always a spot because Taco Bell was always wrapped, and McDonald's could have 3 people in there, and they still gonna take an hour. So
all right.
Where are we here? So yep, I'm great value water. Mike, you worth more than that though.
Oh yeah.
Trina, we will send you one, or look, I'll email you some.
We'll figure it out.
Yep. Hey, this is what we're here for. That's what
you know. What Zaxby do sound good right now. It's one up the street. It's one up the street. It literally is. Zaxby does sound good right now though.
Yep. You got enough time to get in before we go live this evening?
Yeah, but I'll worry about that after, bro. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, look, we always got tomorrow, man. It's fine.
Yeah. Like we said, 9:30 Central Time. We are going live on TikTok Live. Us and a bunch of guys from the Bama Standard, and then I don't know. It started off with 3 others like Jonathan, Justin, JT. Anybody with a J name except for maybe JB. They're probably gonna try and get them on there as well, and then we'll just kind of see how it goes from there. So. I need some merch, t-shirts. Who's your favorite?
We Herb and I have actually discussed this, man. We're trying to figure out some stuff. So it's a good point that you brought that up, but we've actually played around with this.
That's a terrible point. If y'all only knew,
what
we ask this question at the end of every show, all our Tuesday shows, I should say. Rodg is currently ahead 172-8. Not even know if we've had 100%.
That is insane.
Herb just throwing out numbers.
Let me just say, whatever the true number is, I am behind by a lot. They had a poll one time in the chat, and more people picked Rodg. People who ain't even on the show were picking.
So I got a question, her. So that's not shaking your confidence, is it, that you down by that much? You know,
I hope so.
No, because Rodg is mom's favorite too, and he's the better looking of the two. You know, so what I got was the good looks. I mean, I'm sorry, I got the sense of humor and the smarts. And Rodg got everything else, so I can't really.
I'm not dumb. You said you had the smarts. I'm not dumb.
Hey, little Rodg, he gave you everything but the brains, bro. That's
exactly. So Domo, let me ask you a question, Domo. Who looks smarter, me or Herb?
I wear glasses. This is no choice. You ain't
I'm not gonna lie. Herb does look smarter. I'm not gonna lie. Listen. It's the glasses, bro. It's the glasses.
I'm telling you, Rodg, you can't look. It's the BWG, Rodg, the brothers with glasses. This automatically just adds to the intelligence.
Look, man, I'm just saying, man. It's the glasses, bro. He does.
All right, Domo.
He does look smarter, bro.
In his defense, Rodg, you asked the question. That's not his fault.
Hey, it's all about engagement.
Oh man.
All right.
You know how many people have tried this one? They slide out of the last question and say, "All right, I don't want to pick." But of the people who pick, Rodg is definitely far ahead. All right. And Mike says but Mike actually was the first person to found the Rodg fan club. So he was the president until him and Rodg had a falling out. So I appreciate it. I didn't call him dumb. I just said I was a smart one. However anybody interprets it after that.
Hey. Cheers to the BWG, to the brothers with glasses.
Cheers to the BWG. IQ face off.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'll say this. The only thing I have better on Rodg, though, is the debate record. My debate record is spotless. So
cheers to the BWG.
I've won the majority of the debates, so because I picked you. Don't gloss over.
That is true.
True. Mike did pick me, so those are her branch, but the membership fee is outrageous. You know why? So this is how places like Arby's stay in business. They're not going to sell to that many people, so everything you buy costs a whole lot of money.
That is true. That is true. Last time I went to Arby's, I looked at the combo. I was like, ooh, it's getting a little steep in here, ain't it?
So what's the price tag to get into this the fan club? Do you have can you put a number on it? You know, any guesses?
I don't know.
Since there's only like 4 of y'all, I'm gonna need like $200 a month for each one.
Jeez, he's putting tariffs on the membership fees.
Yes, sir. All right, we'll move on. Your soul, Domo. Dang. I want the money.
That's insane.
Everything is going up.
Everything's going up, Big Mike. All the prices are going up.
So this was kind of sparked by ESPN Donnelly, a guy on there who's very, very analytical, very numbers based, had put out some SEC predictions and put everybody in tiers and stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to go over and talk a little bit about that. First off, is there a team, and we'll start with you, Domo, in the SEC that you feel like can make some noise that people aren't talking about or underrating a little bit?
Florida. I'm gonna say Florida. I feel like this is the best roster that Billy has had since he's been there. And that Florida receiver room, it's got a lot of speed to it, you know, and there are a lot of expectations on DJ Lagway going into this season. Some people are already saying he's the best quarterback in the SEC. I beg to differ, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I feel like, you know, Florida can make some noise this season. And I'm gonna say a hot take. I feel like this is the season that Florida does beat Georgia.
Whoa.
Ooh, that's a crispy take. I like that.
Yeah. One thing I didn't realize, because, you know, Rodg and I aren't really from the SEC. We moved here in 94, but, you know, it's the Tuscaloosa, so we only really know the Bama side of things. I didn't realize until I started watching Randy's podcast this past year, the hatred Georgia has for Florida.
I didn't,
When you say, hot take, that's a big thing. But Randy, I know you're not going to pick Florida to beat Georgia, though, this year.
No, he's not. He's not.
And you got to get in your long way joke for sure.
Yeah.
So,
listen, Lagway. I'm not saying he's going to take them to Atlanta, but I do think that, you know what I'm saying, Florida is going to make some noise. You know, in the SEC.
This is always the problem.
Yeah.
This is always the problem. I agree with you. Are you sure? Justin said Texas A&M. You did say something in there that I want to get. Who are your top 3 quarterbacks in the SEC this year?
Lenore Sellers.
Like it.
I'll say what's dude from A&M, Reed.
Really? Marcel Reed?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Marcel Reed. I'll say Marcel Reed it too. And 3, I'll say Nuss. Nuss or Lagway. I'll put Nuss or Lagway in that 3 spot.
Okay. Right. Same question.
Top 3, I would say Nussmeier, Lenore. Okay, Nussmeier.
Put my glasses in order.
I'm gonna say Nussmeier, Lenore Sellers. Number 3 is hard because I want to say Arch, but I just haven't seen enough of Arch to give him all the hype. I don't know. I can't put him in that spot. So Nussmeier, I've seen him play. Lenore Sellers, I've seen him play. I'll go with. I'm just gonna throw a Lagway in there. I'm just gonna throw Lagway in there. Again, I would love to put Ty in the top 3, but again, I got to get a better sample size of Ty to see what he can do. So not quite sure.
Yeah, if you put Ty, I think in the top 3, that's just being a Bama homer.
Yeah.
I feel like that's fair to say. So and you got a couple surprise play of the year. I agree. I think because when we talk Florida, we talk Lagway, and I think that's really it. I don't think anybody else looks at the rest of them. And I agree with this. Their best team they ever had and the best recruiting class ever had was 8-4.
Yep.
So, I felt like the year they beat at Bama, if they weren't going to make it, then they were never going to make it.
Right.
I think that was the problem. So Jay Banks got a lot of hot takes. I think Mississippi State is a team I've got to cover for our SEC preview. So like that. All right, so Florida was your team. Rodg, who's your team? Team under the radar that not enough people are talking about.
I just pulled up their schedule. So I'm gonna say Ole Miss, just because I'm kind of curious about what Austin Simmons can do. I know he's going to have Caleb Cunningham. Remember Caleb Cunningham? We thought maybe there was one point we can get him at Bama, but he basically said he wants to be the Ryan Williams at on his own terms at Ole Miss. They got Caleb Odom, who we had. There's just a lot of question marks around Ole Miss, but I'm just going to throw the name out there because I'm very, very curious to see what type of season they're going to have. I feel like last year that Ole Miss roster was probably the best roster they had in a very, very long time on both sides of the ball, and they came a little short of making the playoff. But just for the question's sake, I'll throw in. I'm gonna throw in Ole Miss to see what they can do.
So, do you feel like they're just like a sneaky team, or they could possibly have a shot at making it to Atlanta?
I think with their schedule, I don't think they'll make it to Atlanta. Because I'm looking at it right now, they got sorry, I haven't pulled up there, but they still have to play LSU. They got to play in Athens, in Norman. They got South Carolina. I see like 3 or 4 losses on their schedule, so I don't think they'll make it to Atlanta.
Yeah. My problem with Ole Miss is like you said in there, last year was their best shot. Especially if you're going to take down Georgia, that's got to be the year.
Yeah.
And when you waste an opportunity like that as a team like Ole Miss, it just feels like it's going to slide by. So even if you have a good year, I mean, you look at. We know predictions aren't always, the best indicator, but people are already going to put, Texas, Georgia, Alabama, LSU in front of you. That's already a huge hurdle to try to get past to make the playoffs. So I feel like last year was their shot for sure.
I agree. No, I agree. But I'm also thinking about that one drive that Austin Simmons had against Georgia last year, where he did look really, really good. But again, that's just one drive. That's just one drive. I'm not going to give him too much, but curious to see what they can do.
We are all judging him off that one drive and going, and have no idea what's going to happen for the rest of the year. Because I'm doing the same thing, Rodg. Absolutely. So, got a couple people jumping in. What's up, Hunter?
Shout out to Hunter, man. Hunter the Bama fan. We talked to Hunter on TikTok, man. I appreciate you joining us, man. Appreciate it. Shout out to Hunter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pavi is always an interesting. We had Corey Burton on here from Locked on Vandy this past week. Talk very, very highly of him, of course. I don't know that I'd have him in the top 3, but don't disrespect to him for sure. Yeah. Dangerous player. So Roll Tide Production, what's up?
Shout out to Roll Tide Production again,
man. All my guys from TikTok here.
That's what I was telling you. Yeah, they're huge on TikTok, man. So we appreciate y'all for joining us.
How y'all doing, man?
Definitely got to do some work with them in the future, man. So shout out to Hunter and Roll Tide, man. Thank y'all for joining us,
bro. I love getting on live with those guys for sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll start on this one. My personal feel about Georgia is they're always going to be Georgia. So last year, they we were talking to Randy. Randy, we're dropping your name a lot tonight, so go check out Randy's podcast every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central. And he was saying but this year I think the offense is going to be ahead of the defense, and the offense is going to carry. And I was like, and it was like 4 games in, and it was still the same. I figured, they're confident in Gunnar Stockton. I don't know how confident I am, but I am confident saying Kirby Smart's the best coach in the SEC, maybe in the country, by far. Yeah. He will have the defense ready, and the offense will catch up. So I think Georgia, 10-2, 11-1, either one of those things is still on the table. A lot of their stuff switched to where they get better home games this year, and I think Georgia's going to be fine. I think they're a playoff team, and it wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't surprise me if they win the SEC. So either one of you guys have a different take, or even just same echoing.
Well, I said this in a video that I made today. And I've actually been saying it. I think that, well, like you said, Kirby is Kirby, the best best coach, in the country in the SEC. But I feel like this is going to be one of his harder years at Georgia, because going into the season, we've always known, okay, what Georgia's going to be, what they're going to have, and even he said it in the spring, like, listen, like, we're young. We were not good right now, what I'm saying? But that was back in the spring. And people don't know that, Georgia actually does have like a quarterback battle going on, other than Alabama. So, like I said, I feel like this is going to be one of the hardest seasons that Kirby has at Georgia, as far as a coaching standpoint. But again, I'm gonna just go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say this: I would not be surprised if Georgia loses 3 games in the SEC this season.
Ooh, another crispy take from Domo. I like that. I'm gonna go with. Herb echoed this sentiment, like, was it 1 or 2 years ago, where nobody in the SEC is going to go undefeated. So 12-0, it's just too. Even Bama, I'm talking about Bama too. I mean, if Bama did that, I would love to see it, but it's just too hard with these schedules. I'm gonna go 10-2 with Georgia too, but I do see them, of course, making the playoff, and then, as far as the SEC championship, we'll see what happens there. But I do see them making the playoff. But I think they're in a similar situation that Alabama's in regarding, what Domo just mentioned is the QB situation. From my understanding, Gunner's the guy right now, but it's going to take some time before we see how good Gunner is. The game one is against, Marshall, and then they have Austin Peay, Tennessee. So they got 3 good games right there where Gunner's going to be able to warm up a little bit and get some plays in. So we'll see how dynamic their offense is. I know they got Zachariah Branch in as far as the transfer portal, so he's going to help out offensively. Another thing for Georgia is I know people like to mention, how bad their QB play, or not how bad, but their QB play was a little off last year. But let's not take anything from the receivers now. The receivers were dropping a lot of balls last year. So so they definitely got to help out the QB too. So with that being said, I can see Georgia going 10-2, maybe possibly 11-1, but they'll definitely be in the playoffs again this year.
To be fair, Randy, you said 9-3 team that goes 10-2 though.
Yeah,
because you hated to say the 10-2. So I do remember that part at least.
All right, so
where are your 3 losses at if you think they get 3?
I'll say Texas, Alabama, and Florida or Auburn.
Ooh. It's funny. The one I'll disagree with you most on is Texas.
Yeah, you think they're gonna beat Texas?
Yeah.
Well, I'm rooting. I'm not rooting for Georgia, but I'm rooting against Texas. Yeah. I feel like Kirby's got their number as far as that goes. And if you're going to figure out a way to do it, plus later in the year, they'll have the Gunner Stockton thing figured out a little bit better. If Texas was going to get Georgia, I think they need to play them like first game and have it just be a chaotic, ugly mess. Yeah. But later on in the season, I think Georgia will definitely be fine. I mean, to be honest, though, if it was game 1, I'm still picking Georgia. Yeah. But I just think they own Texas.
I feel like
a little biased for me too.
Well, like you said, I feel like Sark kind of feels that same way. Like, they kind of own us a little bit. So I think he's gonna have that game circled, and he's gonna be going into that game thinking like we owe them one, because we lost to them 2 times last season. And so I think Sark is gonna throw some stuff at Georgia that he had in his back pocket. So we'll see. But I do think Texas will beat Georgia.
We'll get them. Okay. The Georgia ones are getting a lot of love out here. The Auburn game, he said that.
Yeah, it could be. Have they announced the time of that game yet, or is it still too early to?
It's a night game, right? I know it's a night game.
Is it out? Okay.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
And let me see what I think that's 2 South Carolina. I see Roll Tide. Did you do both of them? We'll get your second one back. Well, I don't want to skip one. We'll get to there, and I think I missed another question there about another team. Oh, about Alabama in there too. Yeah. Question mark. So yeah. Well, so when we had our guy, was it Ventry on from
Jack Ventry.
From South Carolina. He actually didn't just say the wide receiver room. He definitely said somebody needs to step up, and their defense lost so much. Yeah, they're going to need to find some secondary production from some guys.
One of the questions we asked him, and I think he mentioned, he said after Dylan Stewart, it's kind of like. Yep. You just kind of throwing your hands up, like who else is going to attack the offense other than Dylan Stewart? So,
Yep, and that's what
So give me you guys' top 5 SEC teams this season, then.
In order?
In order. Yeah.
See, why'd you have to ask that? Because I was going to just say give you just 5. Oh.
Yeah, in order.
So I'm gonna say Georgia, Alabama, LSU, and then nobody.
Texas not in your top 3?
Bro, Texas, I got Texas at 9-3 this year.
Oh,
wow. Okay, I'm gonna go.
I had them at maybe 8-4, and then we were on way outsides, and Cotton had them at 9-3, and I was like, let me dial it back a little, go 9-3.
I ain't gonna lie. Texas at 8-4. That's a hot take, brother.
That's crazy.
That's a hot take right there.
That's crazy. Okay. I'm gonna go with Bama, Georgia, Texas, LSU, then maybe Texas A&M.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
still a lot of, for me, it's still a lot of question marks around A&M. I just don't know how good they're going to be. I know South Carolina is going to be a good team, but like I said, Lenore Sellers is going to need some help, and defensively, I don't know if they're going to be as strong as they were last year, which should be able to help us out. Because when we played them last year, that was an ugly game, and we barely got by that game.
So who do y'all got in Atlanta?
Us and might be Georgia.
I've been saying us in Texas. That's what I've been saying.
I'll go with us in Georgia.
Do you want to go to Atlanta?
Oh yeah, of course.
There you go.
Shoot,
if you ask me, I know we're going to Atlanta. All right, I know we're going to Atlanta.
Yep.
Yeah.
Randy, send it to me. I know you posted about it last one, but I didn't know if that was an extra video I just missed or what. So that was a South Carolina question. So it's funny. We're putting a lot on Lenora Sellers, but I think the defense has lost a step and the wide receivers. So that's one where I got I feel like they might actually slide back. I'm not as scared of them as I was. I still think it's gonna be a tough trip up there.
Yeah,
I think after having Jack on our show, it kind of opened my eyes up a little bit about their team in general, and which is one reason why I like the fact that we do the summer series is when we kind of invite other people on so they can tell us about their team. Because they're going to tell us stuff we don't know. So once we had the South Carolina guy, he kind of opened our eyes. I was like, okay, so they have a couple of holes out there. So I'm looking forward to the game.
You said they have a couple of hoes out there?
I said hole. See,
they got hoes.
I didn't mention anything about gardening tools.
In different area codes.
I thought you were talking about the gardening tool, man. I'm not talking about that.
Oh man, yeah. So Hunter, I said that too, bro. I think it's gonna be Alabama
we do.
Texas, bro. I think it's gonna be Alabama and Texas.
Let's see. Randy. We're gonna name this one Randy.
What's that?
Randy.
Excuse me. Dang, I'm doing that old man cough. It's kind of like, damn. Excuse me.
I'll have to get up here in just a second. It is slowing me down. Okay, calm down. My bad, J-Bake. My bad.
Four.
Cat, I think Cat blamed you for it, Raj.
I know. My bad, Cat. My bad.
So, let me get y'all another question because I saw two Bama ones.
Okay.
And I didn't star the first one. We'll start off with the second one and let me go find the first one then.
All right.
Because this is actually a question that kind of really ties into our SEC predictions anyway. What do y'all expect from Ty Simpson?
That's a good question. Go ahead, Domo.
And I'll say this also. Tomorrow night on Talking Bama, 7:00, we're also going to approach this question as well. What it's going to take for him to succeed. But love to hear y'all thoughts. Oh, and then Hunter's got another one. We'll do some Bama stuff before we make our official some other predictions. Oh, and I got some hot takes I want to read to y'all from the ESPN article as well.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I honestly, bro, listen, I'm not putting anything on Ty Simpson, bro. All I want him to do is just personally, bro, just come in, block out all the noise, and just play your game. You know what I'm saying? Focus on your drive and what you got to do. Because if you think about it, bro, Ty Simpson has one of the easiest jobs in the country, okay? You got a great receiver group, you know what I'm saying? You got a great tight end group. You got the expected number one offensive line in the country with the number one offensive lineman overall in Caden Proctor, you know what I'm saying, to your left side. You know, and then you have a great running back room as well. So, bro, all he has to do is just focus on playing his game and just don't turn the ball over, bro. That's literally all he has to do. So that's what I'm expecting out of him. That's all.
Yeah, I'm expecting Ty to kind of display more balanced offense as the season progresses. Again, to Domo's point, and that's something kind of like what AJ McCarron mentioned earlier this week is not to put too much pressure on Ty. There is going to be pressure there, but not to put too much pressure on him and to kind of let him just blossom as the season progresses. In that first game, again, just hand the ball off, make the decent throws. We don't need you to go. If it's 3rd and 3, we don't need you to find Ryan Woons or Isaiah Hearn or Jeremy Bernard in the end zone. We just need you to move the chains. Yeah. That's all we want to see you do. But as the season progresses, I want to see him develop more even as a passer and kind of get that long game going. But those first couple games, just keep it. Let's have a balanced offense. Hand the ball off. Let's display a good running game, and that'll open up the pass. So,
correct.
You know.
Yep.
And I think Ty can do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. Hunter, I'll make the plug one more time. This is one of the points we're going to be covering tomorrow night. but I think that both the guys are echoing the same thing. It's shades of old school Bama. Running game, defense, quarterback just hit the guys. But I think he's got some of the best talent that he's got, a long time. Running back room was at least 5 deep of guys that we like, right? Wide receiver room, at least 8 guys in there that you're thinking this could be significant playing time. And the guys who are outside of like the Bubba Hamptons of the world, you're still like, dude, if he had to get out there, he'd be just fine. So I think it's these guys put it perfectly. We don't need a world beater. We just need somebody to basically don't suck. And
basically.
And good night, Lady Alpha. We saw you in the middle of that hope all as well.
Good night, Lady Alpha. We appreciate you for joining us.
What's up, Jeff?
Shout out to Way Outside.
Jeff. How you doing?
Yep. Some of the, and I'm gonna say this, man, because Justin's in here with Bama Standard, Domo. We appreciate you, Way Outside.
Yeah.
Rodg and I always consider ourselves some of the little guys as far as this goes. So when guys like y'all take time out to like interact with us and be on the show and do stuff like, man, we greatly appreciate it, man. We really do. Randy, I'll throw you in that group as well. Guys who I don't feel like had to waste their time with us, but still, hey, man, what's up, man? I'm happy to be on. So,
man, showed us a lot of love.
You know what, bro? I'm gonna say this. I think what you just said, the roles are reversed. You know what I'm saying, with me, because I'm the beginner. You know what I'm saying, and the fact that y'all are reaching out and be like, hey, do you want to come on the show? You know what I'm saying? Even guys from Talking Bama, interacting with me, bringing me on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really like appreciative, for stuff like that.
Of course, man. Of course. It was all my doing, man. It was all my doing. Herb didn't have anything to do with it, man. But, hey, Herb, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest, Domo. This is what happened. I was like, Domo Reacts wants to be on the show. Herb was like, I don't know who that is. I don't have time for that. I was like, Herb, don't do that. Like, don't do that. He was like, I just think we need guys from ESPN and CBS Sports. I was like, how are we supposed to talk to those guys? Hey, I don't have the number for CBS Sports in my phone.
Hey, how do I sound again? What was my voice again?
Herb was like, we need guys from ESPN and CBS Sports. I was like, no. I got an iPhone 13. I don't have those numbers for ESPN. We gotta start somewhere. But I said, let's get Domo on the show. I had to convince Herb, Domo. I mean, look how he's there with his glasses and his little crimson hat. He thinks he's better than me, but I have to deal with that. So, Domo, I appreciate you for dealing with Herb.
Hey.
I deal with it all the time.
After you burned the whole thing down. Appreciate you, Rodg.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
Good Lord. I don't think that at all. To be honest, man. I'm gonna say I disagree. I think, well, first off, QB, we didn't have a current starter. He's just the guy who'd been here the longest, but I don't think anything was handed to him. Like I said, small sample size, but Ty seemed the steadiest. I think when you've got a championship caliber defense and good skill positions, you have to go with the steadier guy. If we were coming off like a 6-6 season and he needed to be a splash, he might put Russell out there sooner than he needs to be. Yeah. Or if we had a young team and they were all trying to grow, he might do that. But I think they have what, at least a playoff caliber team. I feel like that's how Ty got it. And
Jam's proven himself.
Yeah, I don't feel like they think Jam. I don't think Jam was given anything. They still
exactly. And Jam, let's be honest, Jam would have had a much better season last year had he got the ball a little more. But
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I'll say I disagree. I'll disagree with this. And for both guys, they're going to be pressed by the guys behind them for sure. So let's see. Roll Tide. We'll get back to your other question in a minute because I think it ties in with the other 5 minutes up. Yep. Agree with that.
That's true, right?
Yeah. And I think that's what everybody's been saying. Yeah. We did a Heisman dark horse thing a while back, and Ty Simpson was out there with plus 4,000 odds. I'm like, if he gets in that conversation, we're having a great year. But we don't need him to be in that conversation. We just need him. So And
again, if we finish at 10-2, I can live with 10-2. I'll live with that as long as we get to the playoff. That's the big thing. We got to make the playoff.
Like I said, everything is really set up for Ty to be successful. You got everything around him, so you don't have to force to throw in there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or make a play. Like, will we need you to make a throw here and there? Yes, but other than that, man, just don't overdo it, bro, and just play a game, man. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Yep. Hey, for anybody who's coming in now to two of the questions you missed, we'd love to hear your answers. Top 5 in the SEC in order, and who is going to the SEC championship game? Which I guess if you give us your top 5 in order, we'll pick the first 2. That's what smart guys with glasses do, Raj. So, in case you had trouble. Roll Tide, we're a very comment-heavy program, so we always love the questions.
We appreciate you for joining us, man.
And yes, Jeff, you are right about that, sir. Please like and subscribe. We're trying to make our way on TikTok and on YouTube.
Yes,
so appreciate it. Yes,
and
sir.
make sure y'all include Domo and all this too. Domo reacts. Hit him up on all his socials too,
yes,
man.
Sir.
So,
definitely.
Yeah, and we do have a TikTok live coming like immediately after this. So y'all follow us over there too, bro. We love to have you.
Yes, definitely. That's gonna be a lot of fun. That is gonna be a lot of fun. So, okay. That'll be a good show. That'll be a show. Awesome. They've always got a good show. Randy's always got good stuff.
Yeah.
So, I'll be looking forward to that one. So, Way Outside has been kind of making the rounds, I guess, as far as people.
Oh yeah.
Actually, compared to you guys, compared to the big shows, sometimes I feel like it, man. Sometimes
we're getting there. We're getting there.
That's only because I'm old as dirt, and I can't work these dudes. You know what? So today my wife saw how big I have my font on my phone, and she started making fun of me. But look, man, I can't see all the stuff on the phone. So I don't feel like that's a. Oh my God, the pinky.
Oh, bruh.
Ooh.
Bruh.
Jeff don't like the pinky.
Yikes.
What's up? A Georgia Bulldog coming out here, man.
Enrique, thank you for joining us.
How you doing, bro?
I appreciate you even stopping by. So, Hunter, I'm not putting that last one. No hate on the last quarterback. Only because it's been covered a whole lot.
Yeah.
So, you know what? It's interesting, this question. We have a Locked On Buffaloes guy. And we've been trying to get on. Tuesdays don't work for him, so we've been trying to catch up with side. It's a great question for him. Does somebody else have some insight on this one? I'll be honest.
I mean, if you think about what Deion has done for the Colorado Buffaloes football program over the past 2-3 years, I mean, they're gonna keep him. I mean, they obviously Shedeur and Travis Hunter have moved on, but I mean, after everything, he's revitalized that college football program, so they're gonna keep him on for as long as he wants to be there, and then eventually, if he goes on to the NFL or whatever he decides to do, then they'll part ways. But I mean, they're gonna. Regardless of record, he'll be there by the end of the season. So,
Domo, you in the same boat?
I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be, the head coach next season. He's recruiting really well, better than they've seen. They went to a bowl game last season for the first time.
I will say that I don't think he's recruiting well. I think, unless you're counting transfer portal recruiting, I think he does.
Yeah, okay, true. So I mean, they went to a bowl game last season for the first time in how long? So I mean, what he's done to Colorado is something that they haven't seen in well over a long time. So I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be the head coach. So yeah. Then he just get.
what are their other options? I don't know what his contract looks like. To be honest with you.
Well, I think your question is valid too, Rodg. I don't see who else they would go get. You'd have to rebuild the whole roster again anyway, and I think what Deion did to Colorado is not on the field; it's off the field. They would not be in the Big 12 or being kind of saved if it weren't for him there. So that's the results are going to have to happen on the field. But
Colorado's number 80 right now in 2026 recruiting rankings. But again,
I don't think Deion cares. I think Deion has publicly came out and said it. I'd rather recruit a guy who played last year and I know what my college tape is versus my high school. So I don't think his recruiting rankings will ever be good. To be honest, it's his philosophy. So. I agree with this. I don't. Which hold that Tennessee thought for sure. So appreciate you, Enrique. Again, like you said,
Enrique, appreciate you. Yeah.
Last year, CBS Sports had, I think, Georgia winning the division and like 6 teams at 10-2. So it just seems like a safe number. Like you could say, hey, I'm not going undefeated, but I'm not missing the playoffs. So I think that's why we all picked 10-2. So I'm still gonna stay though. Yeah. The Miro thing is just I just try to avoid those questions. Now I feel like we debated it like most of the summer, and I'm just kind of
it's oversaturated right now.
But I also feel like there's nothing really left to speak on when it comes to Jalen Miro. he's on in Seattle doing this thing. You know, we've entered a new season, so best of luck to him. But I really don't feel like there's nothing more to speak on when it comes to Jalen Miller.
Yeah,
agreed.
And I agree with that. I think it's just it's time to move on. We can blame whoever we want to blame for last year, but it's done. So, just let us know. I mean, Rodg, you said we've been talking right on TikTok with them.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, man.
Definitely,
of course.
Definitely. So, yep. Just follow. Yeah, Domo's a great follow on there, man. Putting out great stuff.
Oh yeah, appreciate that, Big Mike. That, man. I'm just trying to get better every day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's Domo Reacts too. Domo Reacts on TikTok.
I definitely will be giving you a follow back when I get over there. Of course, bro.
Yeah, due to health for Prime. I haven't kept up with this.
Okay.
Stuff,
so I didn't think about that.
Better question. Yeah, sorry about that. So,
well, is he having crazy health problems though, or something?
Yeah, he's been missing a lot of practices and stuff, man.
Really?
Last year was the foot amputated, but this year I think he's been missing several practices and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, like I said, we were going to follow it closer when we could get up with our Colorado guy. And Big Mike is a Colorado fan. When we do our SEC preview, Mike actually picks Colorado as a team to make predictions for. So we'll have to look at it. But I know he's been in trouble. So Domo is definitely. I don't know. You're not on YouTube, right? But he's definitely on X, J-Bay.
Yeah, I'm on X, but I'm on X for sure. If you DM me if you got TikTok, just DM me on TikTok, and I'll give you my X information. So, but I definitely do want to get to the point where I expand to other social media platforms.
Definitely, man. Cool. You go on YouTube, we'll be your first people to follow. So
appreciate that.
And Jay Baker, I'm sending you his Twitter. So you got that now. So hey, what's up, Latoya Billingsley?
Lauren, thank you for joining us.
Roll Tide.
I don't think he was in the hospital. Yeah.
And I just pulled.
I didn't realize it was this quick, but yeah.
I just pulled it up for Dion. They're saying like they'll hold a news conference amid his unspecified health issues. So I didn't know. That was a good question. I didn't know anything about this. So not sure what the issue is for Dion, but hope all is well there.
Yep. All right, we got some other Alabama questions in there. We were doing kind of a lot of SEC, but these are some good questions. So I'll throw these out to you guys, and we'll keep it moving here. Yeah. I think this question says kind of what these two guys said earlier. We need balance in the offense.
Balance, yeah.
We do need the run game to be explosive, but we need it to be present. For sure.
Yes.
I think that one thing we really need to have, and we didn't see this on offense last season, is they need to be like really disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Yes. In those moments where we have to be disciplined sound, you know what I'm saying, all on the same page. I'm anxious to see how they've improved, in those like crucial moments where we have to be Alabama football, So discipline is what I'm really looking for with this team on offense.
Yeah. I agree. Great point. I think you got to say Georgia because you played them, right? I don't know if you meant like biggest threat. Like we don't play Texas, so that would be an SEC championship game. But I think biggest threat is Georgia.
I would say Georgia. Then after that, I mean, for the fact that we play South Carolina in Columbia, that will be our second biggest test. But to Hurd's point, I would say Georgia off the top. So.
And then the last one under this little. I've gone out and said Horton is my favorite this year. I think we get 2,000-yard receivers. I think Ryan Williams and Horton could easily be it. That's no disrespect to Jeremy Bernard. I think he'll have a big season, but Horton is my favorite player, so that's what I'm going with.
I agree with that. I think all eyes are really going to be on, Ryan Williams and Jerm. Exactly. So that's giving that's basically saying that your third best corner is going to have to cover a 6'5", 215-pound, receiver. You know what I'm saying? Right. So with all eyes being on those two, man, I feel like Horton is going to get some great opportunities to play this season.
Yep.
Agreed.
This is an interesting one.
Very interesting question.
Because explosive, man. I've seen AK Deer, who you might not see out there, but that dude runs. I mean, it's the Evie's one. He runs like a deer. Dude is smooth and he kind of glides. But I guess maybe Jam at the top because the other guys kind of seem a little bit like bruisers. Draylen Washington, I haven't seen enough of.
Yeah,
that's me covering them. What do you guys think?
I'll go ahead. My bad. Domo, go ahead.
I really wouldn't put a name on it. Like you said, I would say Jim. We saw Richard Young make what was that play? Who we playing against?
Yeah, he had that big breakout run against. Was that Mercer?
Was it Mercer? Was it Mercer or whoever it was? So Richard Young has some legs on him as well. So my guess, I would say those two at the top.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Jim. Yeah,
I like it. So you're taking my easiest answer. So maybe we'll give you Cats first, finishing game strong. Yep.
Yeah.
I would say navigating this schedule. Trips to Georgia,
Missouri.
South Carolina, and Auburn. And then am I overlooking Mizzou? Some say yes, some say no. Yeah. So what do you guys? You guys on the same with that?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Softball offense, what is your biggest concern? I mean, it is QB. Yeah. I feel like defensively we'll be fine, especially with all the returns we have.
Missouri, right?
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. I was thinking Mercer because that's when we put a lot of backups in, but I honestly didn't know. So Missouri. Okay. Cool.
As far as the weakness,
I would never be surprised.
I don't really want to sound biased, but I don't really see like a big weakness with this team right here. I feel like we're pretty much set in all aspects, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I like it. Let's take a look at what Randy sent me real quick just to see his predicted order.
Okay.
Oh, Randy, you're killing me. I'm taking a shot to
Man, let me help.
Killing me, Randy.
I don't have LSU that high. I know we're gonna be LSU because we beat them down last year and then we hosted them this year, so I'm not worried about that too much.
Yeah.
Randy, it's interesting you have Georgia number 1, but you did say they're going 10-2. You said a 9-3 team to go, but he also hasn't done his official prediction on his show yet. I don't think.
Yeah.
So, I think to me that's like the only surprise in here. Bama at 4 and LSU at 2. So JB did ask me, was I underrating LSU? Was everybody underrating LSU? Are y'all scared about that trip LSU to Alabama? Roger said no.
No, I'm not at all. Especially with our loaded DB room.
Yeah.
We got 2 picks off Nussmeier last year. I think he had like a touchdown, 2 picks. Yeah. I'm not scared of that at all, and I think our offense will be a lot better too. I mean, now obviously our offensive game plan worked last year because they allowed us to just run the ball. Like they allowed Milroe to just run the ball down the throat.
Yeah.
I think we'll be able to run the ball this year and then pass it too. So
and also it's Brian Kelly. I feel like Brian Kelly is going to find a way.
That's another thing.
He's going to find a way to get out coached some way somehow. So I'm not really too worried about LSU at all. Now defensively, will they be good? Yes, but other than that, I don't feel like
I think
and they I think LSU will be number better. 1 transfer portal class.
Yep.
So they're trying to fix that. Go ahead, Raj. I'm sorry.
No, I said LSU will be better defensively, but still, I mean, we had them 42-13 last year. I don't think it's going to be like a 58-7 type of blowout. It's going to be a good game, but I just don't see LSU beating us at home like that.
Yeah. And well, like you said, Raj, like you put that pressure on us, like he's going to turn the ball over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not pretty worried about it.
Yeah.
LSU too.
There's a lot of people that are wondering about him. I wouldn't have him at 2, but I also know that there's a lot of I want to say hype. It's there and it's not there for LSU, so they definitely have an opportunity.
Yeah.
And then Nussmeier is a high Heisman candidate. So
I would put him at 4. I put him at 4 earlier in the video. Right there, so
so it's a good chance to just bring that up real quick and we're in about a month from now. We'll have our SEC preview, the next to last Tuesday in August. Each one of us takes a team, me, Mike, Raj, Bama Beat, and we'll actually look at these schedules a little bit more.
Okay.
But I feel like losing at Clemson to start the year is just an LSU thing. I feel like I could start.
They have not. LSU has not won an opening season game, I think, this decade, right? Last time I checked, I think it was 2019 was the last time they won a So, I picked Clemson to win that one. I think Cade's going to outduel Nussmeier in that one. So, then they got Tech.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I also think if LSU does lose that game at Clemson, that's really going to put them in must win for the rest of the season because you ain't even started SEC play yet. You know what I'm saying? So If they drop that game to LSU, bro, it's gonna be like must-win territory in every game.
Yeah, because that Florida game, keep in mind that Florida game is gonna be tricky. That's not gonna be an easy game. Then then you got us, of course. A&M might not be tricky. Then at Oklahoma, that could get kind of weird too. Yeah. So if they lose at Clemson, to Domo's point, they ain't making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with that is if they lose at Clemson, it puts them behind the 8 ball. But if they only lose one SEC game, it just puts more pressure on your schedule. But you get in at 10-2, you're fine. If you lose, 2 SEC games will still make the SEC championship game. You're probably still fine. It's a lot of paths. But I'm saying that to be double advocate because I think if they lose the Clemson game, it's going to be tough for them.
Bottom line is, I just want Baylor to beat Auburn that Friday.
What'd you say, Raj?
Bottom line is, I just need Baylor to beat Auburn on that Friday.
Yeah, please.
Yes.
I mean, listen. Well, I was on live with
Hey, Randy, it's a great poll, man. I like it.
Yeah.
1 through 16. Go ahead, Domo. I'm sorry.
I was on a live with it was me, Hunter, and SEC Road Tide Productions, and we were on there with a Auburn fan, and he was like, "Bro, like I already know we're not gonna beat Baylor." You know what I'm saying? So Auburn fans, they're already too confident going into Baylor anyway. So yeah.
Well, even the guy on ours was like, "Look, we should win this, but
it could go either way."
Yeah. So that's crazy. So I do want to give y'all one more thing from the ESPN thing, and we'll move on from this with the predictions. So Connolly put his tiers: conference title, and which means the CFP contenders. And so some of them were not surprises. Alabama was in that group. Georgia, I said, okay, I'm with it. Texas, got it. LSU, all right. Ole Miss, definitely need to do a deeper dive into Ole Miss because I'm not sure where I fit. And then the last team, Tennessee,
to make the playoff.
Yeah, championship, SEC contenders, and therefore playoff contenders. I see Rodg making a face already.
Not for Tennessee. I just don't see Tennessee being that team this year.
Yeah, I don't see it. I think Tennessee their fans are trying their hardest to make themselves believe that losing Nico is not a big loss. You know what I'm saying? But that's a huge loss. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with Rodg on that, but I don't see that for Tennessee.
It's not even just losing Nico; it's the timing of it.
Yeah.
Your new quarterback missed the whole spring. Mm-hmm. So basically, it's whatever other workout you've cobbled together in the summer stuff or whatever. But I feel like that situation was mismanaged by both sides. I know we're giving Nico and his dad a lot of hate, which I understand.
Yeah.
But if you knew there was a problem, it's got to be solved on day one of the spring. Yeah. If Ty had left us at the end of the spring, I'd be like, what the hell? Hey, man, Courtney Morgan, bro, we'd be calling for his head like, hey, you got to earn your money. You cannot let a problem go until the last game of spring. So I don't by Strickland Pro Plus. I hope so, man. I would love to see them crash and burn. I think we all jumped in on Tennessee's side and said the team did the right thing.
Yeah,
y'all knew there was a problem the whole way.
Right.
So, like if you're about to get married to a girl and y'all fighting the whole way, man, you don't walk to the altar. Like you wait well before that to call.
Hey, it depends on how she looks.
Rodg talking like a dude that got 2 kids somewhere that he don't know about. Right.
Yeah, bro. I need Tennessee.
I'll just play it.
I can't wait.
Yep. So I've actually read this one several times about his dad. I heard that, but it's definitely a story that's come out that he said he needs better talent. But Nico was not elevating anybody around him. It was like in the first half against us, they tried to let Nico beat us, and they realized that wasn't gonna work. In the second half, they just ran and played defense, and that's how they beat us. So
if Nico didn't overthrow some of his receivers against us, they would have been beating us like 21-3 at half.
Nico overthrew like 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. Receivers are wide open. He just threw it too much. Yeah.
Look at you. Oh my goodness, Jay Bake. Terrible person. Terrible.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think probably one of your more overrated quarterbacks. And now he's at UCLA. He's just not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
All right, let's do our final. We said it somewhere in the middle of that segment. Let's do our final. Rodg, who's going to the SEC championship game?
Us in Georgia.
Jeff. It's gonna be on Domo.
Alabama and Texas.
I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna steal from Randy. If it's not Alabama, since people already picked Alabama, I can go with that Georgia LSU. But if it is Georgia and LSU, please make it not be like that last Georgia LSU.
Oh Lord, yeah,
please, bro.
That was a blowout.
Yeah, that was some ugliness. So let's see what we got up here for the third segment. Did I even get it right? Oh, Rodg, I might need you to stall for a second while I go re-download this.
All right, cool. Do what you got to do.
Rodg, you talked about Texas A&M. Texas A&M is in their group for like kind of second guys. Like, I really have not looked enough at Texas. I don't know if I'm just totally underrating them. I have not looked enough at Texas A&M.
Did they lose that many people though from last year's team? Because remember they were a game away from making it to Atlanta. So
sure, a lot of us were.
Oh yeah, true.
That's true.
Oh, this is why, because I didn't do it this way.
Now, keep in mind, Texas A&M plays at Notre Dame for their third game, so that's going to be a heck of a game right there. And then they got Auburn. They have a bye, then they have Auburn after that. So they got a pretty rough schedule where they can lose 3 or 4 games, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
Oh,
Bandy.
Dude, so the Vandy guy that was on here, Corey Burton, he was like, super optimistic, loving the schedule. He had Vandy at 10-2, but then he was also like, I mean, I could also see 6-6. Yeah. So I encouraged a couple of them where he was like wavering. I said, man, rep your team, man, go for it. So he had them beating like Texas, I think at Texas, stuff like that. So
as a fan, I respect it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. I respect it, bro. Like, hey,
All right, Domo, you wanna go into the thing that's definitely gonna get you in trouble?
Oh listen, man! Before I get into this,
the man is backtracking already, Raj. He is backtracking already.
Okay, I just want to let y'all know I have so many favorites. Okay, but Herb he only said 5, so let's go. Let's get it knocked out. Come on.
Domo's DMs are gonna blow up after this. How come you didn't put this guy in? Oh,
yeah,
boy.
I'm already knowing. But listen, bro, please don't do my DMs like that, bro. Let's do it. Come on.
Yeah. So, and we went Saban era just to help him narrow it down a little bit. So we'll see how this goes. We'll put the person up, and you can tell us why they're your favorite. All right. Okay. He also gave us this list. He said in no particular order.
Yeah. No, this is no order. No order at all. No order.
Okay.
At all.
All right. Let's go with number 1.
AJ McCarron.
Fair enough.
Listen,
yep.
When we do,
Rod is judging already.
No, I said fair enough.
When you do quarterback lists, right? I see a lot of people that that either have him at 5 or don't have him on the list at all. And how I feel about it is, listen, until we have a quarterback that comes in and does what he does, you know what I'm saying? Like takes us back to back and plays efficiently, while doing it. I personally have AJ McCarron, as the GOAT quarterback, all SEC, all American. He won the Maxwell Award 2013. Mm-hmm. It was the Johnny Unitas Award 2013. He came in second in the Heisman race 2013. And if that kick 6 does not happen, like he probably would have won a third championship.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Probably definitely in the age of like when Tua and Jalen and Bryce took over, AJ has totally been forgotten, and for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
Second one, you don't even have to argue this one.
So I feel like Derrick Henry has to be in everybody's, top 5, favorite players. And I was really torn between him and Mark Ingram. You know what I'm saying? But what gave me the nod with Derrick Henry was how dominant, he did it. He set the record for most rushing yards in the season with over 2,000, 28 rushing touchdowns, Maxwell Award winner, Doak Walker Award winner, and he won one other award, but I can't remember what it was. Of course, the Heisman winner. He had that famous stiff arm against Michigan State.
Yep.
And then he had that great game.
Still looks fake to me, bro. That one's still like when you watch that one.
Yeah, it is. But and then he had that great game against Clemson. You know what I'm saying? But my favorite Derrick Henry game of all time is, of course, the Auburn game when he had like 45 carries or 46 carries for like 270 yards.
Yep.
And of course that dagger touchdown, like basically send Auburn home. So yeah, bro, he was definitely in my top 5.
Yeah.
Top 5, of course.
My favorite thing about the Derrick Henry thing is where he kind of came. He already had 1 million carries in high school. I feel like what happened, and no one will ever convince me otherwise, is Kiffin wanted to throw it all over the yard, and Saban went to him and said, "Hey man, you better run the ball." So he gave a lot of carries, thinking, "Oh, we'll wear this guy down. He'll let me throw it again." And he could never wear Derrick Henry down.
Yeah, he just kept going and going, bro.
Yeah, he just kept. What he's still doing is remarkable with the Ravens at this point. Still doing all this. I love it.
Okay.
Now,
can I tell you something real quick too, Domo?
Go ahead.
My top 5 list will have no defensive players on it. I have all gas, no brakes.
Hey, listen, man. Mark Barron he was always one of my favorites. I just loved how physical, he played. He played downhill. He could cover, he could play in the box, whatever we needed him to do, he could do. And I'll never forget that play, against Vandy where he almost took the quarterback's, head off. In this day and age, that would have been an ejection. You suspended for a game. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think that he just epitomized what we needed, physical play, downhill play, you know what I'm saying, just come and knock your head off, you know what I'm saying. So Mark Barron is definitely in my top 5, one of my favorites.
So that Vandy quarterback is someone at Jordan something maybe.
Yeah,
I'm forgetting. And I just saw a TikTok from him the other day where he mentioned that play that you're talking about, Jordan Rodgers.
Yeah.
And he said they called that play and he got his head knocked off and he's just like getting up and they called that play again. And he goes, "Hey man, what we doing?"
He said he got up, man. He was dizzy. His ear pad was all going. He was like, and then they called the same play they played. And I looked at the sideline like, what are we doing? But yeah, man, that's what Mark Barron would do, man. He would put that fear in.
I like it. I like it, man. Rodg, I think I'll like this one too.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah. I feel like, bro, I'm gonna say this: the best DB to come out of Alabama.
Yep.
Okay. Very versatile. Okay, he could play safety, strong safety, outside, inside. Yeah, he could play in the box. He could rush the passer. You know what I'm saying? And it just felt like every time we needed a playmate on defense, Micah Fitzpatrick, he was that guy. So I just feel like you can't have a top 5 DB list or a top 5 Alabama list at all without putting, Micah up there.
And I'm glad Micah is back in Miami.
Yeah.
Fins up, baby.
Hey, has Rod seen my list yet?
I don't think I did.
All right. So
apparently, since Rodg is the only one talking to you, and I'm over here asking for ESPN,
okay. So listen, listen, Rodg. So listen, this next one, right, is one that nobody would have ever thought of.
Oh, you're right about that. You're
right. Okay, who?
I was
let me see.
Yeah.
And this was yeah. You know why? That one hit. He said, "Okay, I'm done with this."
He said, "I'm forget football."
And hey, I see Jay Bate gave us his top 5. Anybody else out there? Go ahead and post them up. We'll put them up here too. So, boom.
Okay.
Evan Norwood. Listen.
Hey, Hunter's already mad at you, Domo.
I knew it. And I knew it was coming.
Listen, I base my list off people who don't like whose names you don't hear anymore.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna hear a Mark Barron no more. You're not gonna hear a AJ McCann like that no more. You're never gonna hear Kevin Norwood. But the reason he's one of my favorites is because the 2011 Natty game, when Marquise Mays went down with that hamstring injury, arguably our best playmaker. Listen, if Kevin Norwood does not make some of those catches that he makes, down the stretch of that game, we don't win that game at all. And I feel like he was AJ McCarron's favorite target, and then he followed up with the he had a great season in 2012, as well. So Yeah, Kevin Norwood he's always been one of my favorite Alabama players for sure.
I like it, man.
Okay, I like the list.
Good list.
Now I wouldn't have picked these names, but I mean, Domo picked them, so whatever.
I have so many favorite players when it comes to Alabama, but you know, I had to give them 5.
It's always the same. Like even when I did a Mount Rushmore for quarterbacks for those 4 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And I had AJ McCarron, I had Tua, Bryce Young, and Jalen Hurts. First response I get on TikTok, what about Joe Namath and Ken Stabler? I'm like, bro, I wouldn't even, come on, bro. That was
so
way before. That was decades ago. I'm sure they were great, but to Domo's point, man, I try to think about people. I remember them, seeing them play, remember some of the plays. It's like vivid in my mind. Like I wouldn't see it on person or I saw it on TV, but no, I like the list. I like the list.
Yeah. And that's the thing I think about your favorites is it's got to be people, that just kind of resonated with you. And it's hard to say, here's a guy that was playing before I was born that I have to go look up and say, that's my favorite of all time. Like
exactly. I can't do that. Yeah.
Jay Bate gave you one. Henry Reuben Foster, AJ Yeldon.
Mount Cody, yes.
Yeah, Cody had one of the most famous plays, in Alabama history for sure.
Yep.
I remember watching that game and they're about to kick the field goal.
I was so nervous.
I went outside. I was like, I can't watch Tennessee beat us. I'm standing outside going, Lord, please. And all of a sudden inside I hear, I
run back into the field, man. I went out. The kid me went absolutely crazy. But Reuben Foster, I almost put him on the list, as well.
Yeah. Yep, Randy, I like it, man. And that's why I like you explained it, man. Let people understand why it's personal to you.
Yeah, exactly. I appreciate that.
That's what I hate when you give, because Rodg and I actually got to argue with somebody today on TikTok. We were giving our opinion, and he was like, "You're wrong." We're like,
"Yeah, I'm like, bro, that's my opinion."
What do you mean?
Some people do they get their feelings hurt. And it's like, bro, it's mine. You might not agree with me, but this is just what I think.
That's just what I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, we actually went to high school together, so that's how old I am.
Her is about 7.
Now listen, I tried to put an honorable mention in there, but her wouldn't let me. So who's
your honorable mention?
Reuben Foster.
Oh yeah,
Reuben Foster or Mark Ingram
Okay.
Yeah. I think Ingram definitely gets overlooked in all this. Like he was the first Heisman here, and I'm like, we even think about it anymore. We're like, oh yeah, we've had 4, and I'm like, yeah, but we didn't have any for the longest.
For a long time, yeah.
So here we go, a Justin list. I should have saved this, Justin, and made your own slideshow when you make your way on here, but now we'll just have a different question.
I'll say this, man. Andrew Zhao had a cannon. Mm-hmm. He had one of the best arms just overall as far as just distance passing in Alabama history. So Andrew Zhao was a beast. Derek Thomas, Eddie Lacy, George Teague, and Kevin Norwood. Mm-hmm. Shout out to all those guys.
No, this was his top 5 favorite players in the Saban era. We kind of limit a lot of stuff to Saban era because it'll resonate more with the audience, but also give you a shorter time period. So that's why. Britsky, when you come on here, we'll put you together a slideshow for the same.
Oh yeah. We'll yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie about this.
That's because Justin's secretly older than Dirt. Yep. So, Britsky, like I said, when you make your way on here, that's it. All right, folks, that'll give us enough time to everybody to relax, chill for a little bit before the TikTok. Domo, we appreciate it. For real, man.
Appreciate you.
I meant to throw in some Charger stuff, but I guess we'll have to save that for another time. You excited for the season though? For the Chargers?
I'm excited, man. I love what Jim Harbaugh is doing. I love the roster that he is putting together. You know what I'm saying? And I love the culture and the attitude that he's instilling within the fan base and the team. So I'm excited for what we're gonna do this season for sure. Yeah,
I like it. What's your prediction for him?
Record wise?
Yeah.
12-5. I say 12-5. 12-5, and I'm gonna give us the divisional round. I think we still have to add some more pieces until we make that step. But I'm gonna go 12-5 in divisional round this season.
Yep. Yep, lad stepping up over there for sure.
Man, listen, bro.
I think travel. I don't think we've seen travel all day.
That's actually one of my best friends right there. So
okay. It sounds like it.
Yeah, he's messing with me.
That sounds like me talking to her. Yeah,
I'm gonna text you when I get done with this, bro. Definitely.
Okay. All
right.
What's that? Julio, Bryce, Pat, Smitty will like it.
Oh yeah, that's a nice list.
Nice list,
sir. Last question for the night: are you team Batman or not?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think Batman is a superhero at all.
I said this. I said that. I told you that. I said he's just a rich guy in a suit.
I don't think Batman is you can classify him as a superhero, at all. I really don't.
You know what, Domo? Regardless of your top 5, this is what's gonna get you crucified on TikTok.
I'm definitely cutting this one out.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't think Batman is a superhero, at all. So I'm not really a Batman. Nah, that's a no on a Batman.
Wow. Awesome. I'm gonna have to check out Superman and Fantastic Four, by the way.
I gotta check that out. Yeah, I didn't even see Thunderbolts.
Carter's back to San Diego. That would be wild.
Me personally, bro, I would love to see us move back to San Diego. You know what I'm saying? But
really,
yeah, I would love it. But I personally don't see it happening. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes, that needs to really be worked out with that right there.
Yep. And the Raiders. Yep, I like it, folks. Well, appreciate it. He said nice. That's fair, Eddie. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. So we'll throw this one up, man. Great. So appreciate everybody. Justin, like I said, we'll see y'all in about 30 minutes. Domo, I'm sorry. What you got coming up next? Where can everybody find you at? What's going on?
You guys can find me on TikTok, man. We're gonna keep pushing this content out. Trying to get better. Hopefully collabing with my guys right here.
Of course.
Hopefully I get more Sunday night talking Bama, episodes and stuff like that. So yeah, and I will have a surprise coming for you guys in the South Carolina game this season. So yeah, be looking forward to that also.
I'm down for that.
Okay.
We appreciate you. For us, Tuesday night, we said talking Bama tomorrow night, 7 p.m. on the Bama Standard Network.
Yeah.
Tuesday night, we've got Florida State, Locked on Florida State will be joining us to talk the Florida State game and to end our summer series.
Yeah.
And then next week, Rodg is kicking me out. He's flying solo.
I'm flying solo next Saturday.
Yeah. So, Brittany, my wife, her birthday party is next week. They're forcing me to be there. I've been dropping the hints. Can I get out of it? I can't get out of it. So, it's at my house too.
If it was me, I'd tell my wife, nah, baby, I ain't doing it. The podcast comes before you. But Herb, you do what you got to do. So,
yeah. We saw you.
Hold on.
Before we got the show started.
Are you sure you would tell your wife that, Rod?
No, I'm scared of my wife, man. I'm scared of my wife. Yeah.
That sounds like a dangerous game right there, bro. I'll just say.
No, man, I'd be sleeping outside.
He post the time real quick, and I'll put it up on the screen for tomorrow.
What's that?
On the Tuesday night show for Bama Standard, Xavier Griff. I forgot about this one.
Okay.
At 6 p.m. Central. Bama Standard, the flagship show, always does a great job. Justin Riley, the tribal chief in charge of us. So that'll be a good show to watch too as well. Watch them and then stick around, and we'll be right after that on here as well. Let Raj do a call-in show. So hey,
I hope one day we get to a point to where we can do call-in shows.
Yeah, do you know those call-in shows? You have to go through a network and you have to buy the minutes before you go on air.
Oh, never mind. We won't get to that point. I ain't paying for nothing.
Yeah, kill that idea.
We ain't doing that.
I looked up one, Raj, for somebody, and I was like, "Oh, you got to buy all the minutes."
How much does that cost?
However many minutes cost these days, you got to buy.
Man, I'll give them enough money for about 2 or 3 calls.
2 or 3 calls or 2 or 3 minutes. You're like, hey, how you doing, Raj? This is Herb. Thanks for calling, Herb. Click next. Hey, Raj, it's your boy Domo. What's up, Domo? Appreciate you calling. Click. Ain't taking no questions.
Hey, man, I'm frugal. I'm frugal. I ain't spending money on that.
He said do it through StreamYard. Yeah, but then it's not a call-in. They all have to log in, right?
Oh, okay.
What he's thinking is an actual call-in because So Brissy, I didn't see, or I don't know if you heard us about the time part. So we'll definitely be checking out. We got enough.
Yeah.
So we'll check you out tomorrow, and then nah, man, we down to collab. Just let us know. We'll cross paths one way or another, folks. Hopefully we see you on TikTok in about 30 minutes. Domo, like you said, man, we appreciate you for
appreciate you, Domo.
Thank y'all for the opportunity, man. I appreciate
Domo
it.
had Mississippi State versus Vandy as his SEC championship. So definitely pick hit him up on TikTok, Domo.
Yeah.
Let him know what you think about it. So hopefully we see everybody in about 30 minutes over on TikTok. Appreciate y'all. Everyone have a great night.
Yes, sir.